Good morning, my name is Lori, and welcome to my channel, We Are Quilters. Now, I know that to get my channel to grow, it's going to be some work. So, I am adding this extra Friday video. I think I'm going to call it Blabfest Fridays. I like what I've been working on so far. Monday episodes that teach you things in a series, and Wednesdays, the build a block. I like those little quick build a block. I've thought about making those longer, but it's about the time I think about it, somebody comments on how they like those little quick videos, and so I've left those just the way they are. But I want to take some time and share other things other than just the series that I'm working on at a given time, or the builder blocks. I know lots more stuff. So I am going to start Blabfest Fridays, where I show you other things, and so you can get to know me better. And I will explain some of my motives later on in the video. You'll notice that I'm looking down at my notes. I have a nice long note about things that I would like to share, and I don't want to forget anything. So I would like to share some other things with you. Wait, let me turn on this light on the side here. Ooh, other than just lighting tips, I would like to share things like progress on projects. Like this one behind me on the design wall. I know I showed that laying on a bed somewhere in Michigan, and I haven't put it together, and I didn't really like the layout. But now that I have it here in West Virginia, I have it up on the design wall, and I'll put a picture in here as I edit. It is a project for Rayola. And if you have never heard of Rayola, it is a group that in 15 counties in Michigan, they provide quilts and blankets, knit and crochet items too, I believe, to children who unfortunately have ended up in foster care. They also provide some Christmas things and other comforts. A package when they're placed in foster care. So I would like to make a quilt for them, and this one you can turn in just the top. They accept lots of things. You can turn in just the top, and they have a long arm quilter that will finish it and someone that will bind it and so on. Anyway, I was saying before I had a sneezing fit, I would like to turn this quilt in completely finished so that when I'm in Michigan, probably in February, I can give it to my friend who will turn it into the guild meeting since I will not be there at the Hale Country Quilters. So I'd like to share things like projects that, and if I share my progress with you, maybe that will hold me a little more accountable and I'll get some more things done, and I'll, be more productive for charity and for myself and my friends. So that's one of the things I want to cover and do on Friday Gab Fests. Another would be other crafts like jewelry making, because that doesn't really fit into the series and it doesn't even really go with the name We Are Quilters. But if I talk about it embedded in other things, excuse me, maybe this will be where I can put it in. For example, I've been wearing this bracelet off and on when I do my episodes, and it was a necklace. I bought this necklace. It was a super long necklace. Bought it for $1 at a yard sale. It has nice heavy links. So I just added a clasp, and I have been wearing this bracelet. I have a gold version that's a little different, but it doesn't take a whole lot to turn something into something else when it's nice and big and long. So, nice bracelet. I also have made other things, like I like to make earrings. I had a friend that taught me a few basics. Oh, you can hear Nugget in the background. The squirrels are driving him over the edge today. Our granddog's here visiting us. And, oh, he's doing a good job protecting me from squirrels. So anyway, back to the jewelry making. I had a necklace that was nothing but this shell, a bunch of these shell pieces, and they're colored. And I added some beads on a pin, made a hook at the top, and added an earring hook. So now I have earrings, and they don't take a lot of effort to make, but they do look very nice. I get compliments on these earrings frequently. Well, I can't get them in my ear today, so don't know what's all about that. Maybe it's just because I haven't worn earrings for a while, or because I'm trying to do it, I give up, or because I'm trying to do it on camera. And since this is the first one of these Blabfests, I'm not used to doing a lot of screen time with my face. If you haven't noticed, sometimes an episode has 30 seconds to a minute of me standing and talking, and that's it. So this is hard for me, and this is where I need to grow. So another thing I would like to talk about, other than jewelry, is making other things with sewing. I started out sewing clothing because there were times when I wanted a cool outfit or whatever when I was a teenager, and my parents just couldn't afford it. So if I wanted it, I had to figure out a way to make it. So I started out with clothing construction, and I've made lots of other things for around the house. Like yesterday, I started out my sewing with half an hour of recovering the ironing board because, and I'll pop it up here in a second, it was, the cover that was on it was not so nice, and it just needed to be recovered. So that's how I started yesterday, was the ironing board cover. Here it is. There you go, up there in the corner. So I'd like to share other things like that. I also have other things that I'd like to share. Like one time I had some Timtex, because, you know, the postcards were all the rage. And so I had some Timtex, and I made a lovely little basket out of 4.5-inch squares and some Timtex. So it's very stiff and keeps its shape. It also has a detachable Velcro handle, and surprisingly, it can hold quite a bit of stuff with the Velcro on either side. So I'd like to share projects like that. I would also like to talk about travel. My husband and I, and the dog that we used to have, Bandit, traveled to 49 states and I believe 8 Canadian provinces. So, and here's where I will do my shout out to Brenda in Alberta. We have been in Alberta, and the rest area in Alberta that we stopped at had this fantastic life-size statue of an Albertosaurus. And I took pictures somewhere. If I can find them, I'll pop them in this video. If not, you'll just have to picture it in your head. An Albertosaurus looks a lot like a T-Rex. Maybe I'll just pop up a picture of an Albertosaurus if I can't find the one with the dog and not the darling husband. But I would like to talk about travel, because I've been lots of places, lots of cool places. And I just like to share that. And because we travel, some of our friends have traveled and gone lots of cool places too. So all you need to do is hop in the car and go. I would also like to talk about maybe family here. This would be a great place to share cute little pictures of my granddog and my granddaughter. My daughter-in-law posts her on Facebook, so I know I'm not posting anything about her that she wouldn't want posted. So this would be a great place to share, because she is cute, and I only have one granddaughter. So I will share about family here. I will not share negative things about family, because, oh boy. Anyway, will not share negative things about family. Love everybody. I would like to share things with friends about friends too, because I have a very talented group of friends. Several of them quilt, but they have other talents too. I have a friend that is a fantastic watercolor artist, and I love to see her work. Maybe I could get her to come talk on here. I don't know. I have another friend that makes jewelry exclusively. She's the one that taught me the basics on how to make jewelry. I have yet another friend that she does a little bit of jewelry. She quilts. She does stained glass. I love her pieces of stained glass, and I have a couple that she's given me for gifts, and I treasure those. So I have lots, and I have a neighbor that does stained glass, and she was saying she is going to get back into that as she retires from working at a bank. So maybe I can have some guests come on our show, on my channel, and share their wisdom with you too. I think that would be just great. I would like to, I was talking about sharing the grand dog and family. Well, I think that today I'm going to share. Let me introduce you to Imp. He was my classroom elf for lots of years. Got me through the month of December every year when he showed up and entertained me as well as my 5th grade students. I see that he has made an appearance here again. Let me talk about, I would like my channel to grow because I'm a retired teacher, 32 years of teaching, and I don't want to substitute teach. I loved working with children. It was lots of fun, but I know what 5th graders do to substitute teachers. They don't usually duct tape you to your chair and set you on fire, but they can be quite challenging. And I've had lots of fun over the years, and that's enough. My husband taught high school, and he would like to substitute teach, and has started the process here in West Virginia to do just that. I know from his experience, before he has even started, why there is a shortage of substitute teachers. He also taught for 32 years. He had to pay for a background check because apparently 32 years of experience as an active classroom teacher, you still need to have your background checked again just to be a substitute. And then you have to take professional development classes. Ugh. That was a no fun part of regular teaching. So I do not want to substitute teach. I would rather spend time hanging out with you and doing things like that quilt back there on the wall, or making some jewelry, or talking about my grand dog. So just as a thought, I welcome you to the Friday Blabfest. This would be a good place if you have a question that I am willing to answer. Please leave it in the comments below. Or if I said something that makes you happy and gives you joy, please comment in the section below. And I will gladly try to bring up that topic again. Quick note before I go for today. You'll notice I got those earrings in. I have a list of things that I will not be sharing with you. Hair tips, makeup tips, style tips, family dirt, and oh, that could be a whole channel in itself some days, and housekeeping tips. So I hope you have a great day. Thank you for joining me.